Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, all the
E aí, mano, beleza? Tranquilo. É o jarrão.
They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me.
Beleza, Raul.
I do what I want.
Tranquilaço, irmão.
Got it on smash, put in the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. On the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coast regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic, dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on.
Ô, William, beleza, mano? Bora aí, bola da Elza. É os guri. Quer suco? Pega lá. E aí, borra da Elza.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on.
Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Ah, meu.
Wilson.
Ah, meu. Tá gostosinho.
That's complete to Disley. The tight end. Now he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Vamos, Wilson. Fala com o time, Wilson.
Now Wilson on first down.
Boa, Wilson.
Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags.
Defense.
Não, Larissa, tu nem comeu, tu nem jantou.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Não, ela não janta, depois ela quer comer doce, mano.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Wilson.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for completion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to
Não,
set
ele
the
correu pro lado
tone.
errado, filha da mãe, cara.
3rd down conversion here is big. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Eu vou ter que trocar a estratégia
Line of
agora.
scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Draw play. This is Carson. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. There's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, the game never needs stuff. You gotta go and make the tackle right away.
Esse cara tá boa, né? O que eu vou
So
fazer?
the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted. But they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. On first down, it's Haskins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. And it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A first carry now for Thompson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Terceira pra nós. Ah, meu, a defesa tá demais, meu. Os caras vão aprontar, tá bom?
3rd down, here's Haskins. It's caught by Davis. Good defense holds him to only a yard.
Tá descida aí, não deu tempo nem pros caras mesmo.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give him much run after catch.
Pauleira de vagabundo.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Corridinha. Pauleirão de vagabundo aqui. Já era, os guri.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Passar ali.
On the
Depois
delay,
foi, eu ratei pro lado, pro outro. E fui.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
Meu Deus, que correu demais pra trás.
But it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff to Thompson, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Inside the 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point.
Agora aqui é rede. Toma.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Touchback.
And this will not be returned. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. Let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Por que você existe? Já antecipou, cavalo, boca aberta.
So a jump there defensively.
Jefferson.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Tá louca.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Open man is Quinn.
Vamos, vida.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch.
Dominou, ela perdeu o controle e é nossa. Agora, olha lá, dominou, perdeu, não, perdeu e é nossa. Fumble.
They catch the ball. When those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some. Here,
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Short throw to Disley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size...
Vamos mandar a partida aqui pro Éder, que o Éder vai...
Can't really hide him, but the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Sereno prometeu uma lasanha aqui na baia. Sereno, Coroa meteu uma lasanha aqui na baia. Não, tô sereno. Coroa meteu uma lasanha aqui na baia.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Tem vários vídeos daquele marreco ali na...
The Seattle defense getting set to go. They don't want to change anything. They got 0 points against them here, so I would imagine the halftime speech was do more of the same, right?
I think you're right, and it's where defensive coordinators have to walk that line of preparing for the adjustments you expect to come, but not taking away the aggressiveness you've already shown. And they played so well, I think that's the speech. You nailed it. Just go out and do what you've been doing, and we'll adjust if we see anything different later.
To this point, they've been spectacular.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Mais uma porque eles estão fantásticos, mano.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They run the counter. Thompson. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, maybe some concern.
And maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8. First down, here's the run with Peterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Errou.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Então falta, mano. Falta. Tá louco. Vamos, Rich.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins.
Oh, interceptamos, hein?
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Wilson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. He's got Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised. That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
14, tempo.
To throw Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And now running right through it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 46 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Bora. Get back.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. To Thompson on the draw. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's got Thompson here, complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Haskins able to connect there with Richardson. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And finding Davis here, the tight end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's Haskins. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Haskins now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Dance, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit, no matter what, no matter.
Von Miller. Meu time é muito ruim, né? Enquanto aqui. Saints. Vou dar um mito contra outro mito. Um mito contra outro. Drew Brees versus Aaron Rodgers. Lamar Jackson. Justin James Watt.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
Isso vai ficar difícil. Não, filho, fica quieto.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Kamara. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players. It gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. And he hits the former Saint, Jimmy Graham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right there.
Rodgers going to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Making the catch is Sternberger. Oh, now he bowls him over. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Rodgers again now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we can turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. Cook with a first down and much more. And this is Cook with a grab. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, complete. Smith has it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Breeze to throw again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Like the throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right and carry it into the second half.
Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Let's go, baby.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. Spins by. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Que falta.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Still on his feet. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Shedding the tackle. And a nice spin into some open field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, and his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But now it'll be third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And left side here, it's Graham. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 13 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Breeze going to throw. And some room to maneuver. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Breaks free again, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Infraction, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. There's Rodgers to throw. The connection made. It's Graham.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Open man is Michael Thomas. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 41 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. The big fella past the 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize. So adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around. It's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him.
Again, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. There's Breeze. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. This is taken at his 4th. Shrugs off another. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean, take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no doubt about it.
Some pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final.
Nessa, galera. Boa noite. Amanhã tem mais.